Okay, so I'm going to do a quick dance tutorial for Souma Bon Uta. This is a classic Obon song, and I'll teach you the kind of traditional moves for it. The kind of timing and the pacing of the line is going to slightly be adjusted for the feel of our arrangement, which is slightly different. I want to kind of say that. But the basic lines are going to be like there's like let's say there's 6 to make it easy in terms of counting, but they're simple and there's a lot of parallel structure here. So the first thing we're going to do is take a step with our left foot as we move both of our left and right arms out. And there's going to be 1 and 2. At 2, we'll hit with the right foot into that left foot. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's our first 2 moves. Let's just loop that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. For these 2, notice from the side, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. My hands are kind of out ahead of me, right? They're kind of in this space ahead of me. From behind real quick, that's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay? Kind of with our arrangement, I'm not sure about the original arrangement necessarily, but it's kind of nice if this kind of has a latency to the movement. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's kind of back weighted. Not rushing to get there, not necessarily. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Kind of can be kind of real chill, kind of lazy. Not lazy, but kind of sit on the beat. Okay, so that's the first 2. So from here, now we're gonna. It's gonna be really similar because we're gonna take that left step. But instead of bringing it up here, we're gonna kind of bring it back towards our hip. The difference with this step 2 is it's going to take slightly back. So for the first 2, 3, and 4, a little bit back, 5 and 6, I bring it to my hip. Let me bring that. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 kind of comes to the side area. Take that. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 kind of back here. Okay. So 5 and 6. From here we'll make a circle, and 7 and 8 and. So from here, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. We've just taken a step back up and drawn a circle with our hands. Okay. So let's put those first 4 together. It'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. Now we're going to go back to our left foot. We'll take a step. It'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so from our circle, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. One more time. We'll go slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then we'll go back into 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so that's going to be just the whole thing looped. In a circle kind of arrangement, you'd be walking and making kind of maybe directing some of this more inward. For this, so just to kind of give some difference between maybe at an oboe or at a menial performance versus kind of what we'll be doing, performing it kind of for a camera or for kind of like the stage, I guess, that you're mainly going to be pointing forward with your body. So just kind of in this manner. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I'll go sideways. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and backwards. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, so that's the dance. I'll play it to our arrangement. So our arrangement starts with this bit of vocal back and forth. And we won't necessarily come in here. We're going to wait for the chorus, which starts with na 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 na. We're going to listen for it. The shoe's going to give a crescendo that will be easy to listen to. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and... So that's just it, that's the whole dance. It's a bit kind of untempo for kind of this dramatic dance. So you can kind of, you know, adjust your movements for the song. If you want to try to make it more fluid between the lines, that's fine. Probably not behind the foot. I was just trying to... So that's kind of putting the last lines together more. You can do it if you want. I think it's easiest to get lost at the end actually. 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it's okay that they're kind of simple and repetitive. That's kind of the nature of these kind of dance. But I think just kind of putting yourself into each of them is kind of what's fun. Smile at the camera. So you see I'm kind of blending the movements of the last couple lines. That's okay if you do that. But it's also okay if you just kind of keep it a bit choppy there. And I think for this one too, if you want to kind of improvise or make it kind of your own, that's okay too, for the way we're going to be presenting this. the end can just however you want it. Yeah, so that's Souma Bon Uta, but arranged slightly. But those movements would be translatable to the actual oboe dance if you were to be in that situation or to be playing it in a different type of arrangement. Okay, goodbye.